Hey guys, it's Jay here. Today's date is the 17th of the 4th, 2020. Today I'm going to make a video about my journey so far. So 2 days ago I hit 5 years since I started a hormone treatment. So I think it's a good time to make a video and do a pretty quick recap on the last 5 years of my life. I have notes here because there's been a lot of things I've gone through. So yeah, it's been a massive journey, and thank you all for your support and for following my YouTube channel and liking it. I hope it's helping you guys through your own journey. That's why I make them. Anyway, so yeah, 5 years on testosterone. I never thought that I would get to this point. I remember when I first decided to transition, sitting there at home watching all these YouTube videos about other FTMs and looking and going, holy fuck, no ways are they trans, there's no way I'm ever going to look like that. It's insane. And now here I am 5 years later making this video for you guys to sit there thinking the same thing, that there's no ways you're going to achieve this, there's no ways that you're going to be able to pass. But I'm telling you, it happens, and it's a feeling that it can be overwhelming. Like on Wednesday, when I hit 5 years, it was quite overwhelming how I felt about everything. It was all positive. I was very proud of myself, for doing it, and proud of myself for everything that I've achieved along the way, like being openly trans about it to help other people. And yeah, it's just been very big journey. Anyway, so yeah, I do remember before I started hormones how up and down I felt and how hard it was for me before I could start treatment, because I had to go through excuse me through counselling and all that stuff, and getting my first injection was exciting, and it was just yeah, like I keep saying, it was mind-blowing how much time has passed. So yeah, it took about 3 years for my physical changes to stop. So the last 2 years my face hasn't changed at all. It's all settled down. The first 3 years there were a lot of physical changes, a lot of emotional changes, a lot of mental changes, but now I'm happy to say everything is nice and flatlined. There's nothing going on. Like, my moods are stable, my emotions are stable, and my face has stopped changing. When I was going through a lot of physical changes, sometimes you'd look in the mirror and you'd be blown out about how much you have changed, because sometimes you don't notice it, and then all of a sudden you look in the mirror to do something, you're looking at a totally different person. And I found myself get lost a few times by looking in the mirror and not recognising who was looking back. So what I used to do is just look at my eyes, because the only thing I've noticed that hasn't changed are my eyes. They've stayed the same. Ears, obviously, they don't change. Like when you look at your ears, they're like, oh, that's right. So if you're feeling a bit lost and confuzzled about what's going on, just look in your eyes and realise that you're still the same person here. It's just that you're changing this to match this. That's all it is, So overwhelmed, I found that really helped. It might not work for you, but it definitely helped for me. So yeah, the physical changes, mental changes, and emotional changes stopped after 3 years. Obviously, I'll still get days like anybody does, trans or not trans, where you're going to be moody and a little bit rocky, but that's just life in general. That's just how it rocks out. So yeah, 3 years for that. I've got a few things here. Top surgery. Obviously, I'm 4 years next month, I think, or the month after, that I've had top surgery. Totally healed. I'm pretty confident. I can go down the beach and not wear a shirt and I feel fine. I've got enough hair on my chest to hide it. I don't care if people notice my scars anymore. Like, I used to be quite conscious about it, but now I just don't care. I've worked long and hard to achieve what I've achieved, and now I'm just proud. I just don't give a shit about other people's opinions. Obviously, I'm very open about being trans. At work, I'm very open about being trans. Probably about 80% of the staff know I'm trans, and there is absolutely no dramas whatsoever. They all love me and accept me for who I am, and they just don't give a shit. I'm just a normal guy to them. I do my job and I go home, and no one gives a fuck. It's really cool to be accepted like that. When I transitioned in a mushroom farm in Victoria, and it had its moments. Obviously, I went from female to male there. I had to swap toilets, and that was hardcore. I worked with a lot of different races. There was a few moments where it wasn't cool, but as you go into this, you have to realise you have to be prepared for it. It's not going to be an easy journey. People don't give you shit. You just have to go, you know, you have to deal with it. There's nothing you can do. It's the same as when people get pronouns mixed up when you're going through this change. It's, you know, in 5 years, a mum still sometimes says she, and I don't get angry. It's like, oh, mum, you know. She goes, she, I'm sorry, here. I'm like, it's okay. It happens. So, yeah, just be prepared and be strong. Stay strong to yourself. Yeah, so top surgery, so glad I had it done. I couldn't look like this and then take my shirt off and be confronted with that. So my biggest dysphoria was my top surgery. Bottom surgery is not something I'll ever do. I have no dramas what's going on downstairs at all. 110% fine, and I'm very blessed to be like that. I know a few trans men have very severe bottom dysphoria, and considering that surgery isn't where it needs to be, that'd be a big thing to handle and deal with. So I'm really thankful that I'm comfortable with what's going on downstairs. Yeah, at first I had moments where I was like, but these days it's fine. I barely use my Peacock. So I bought that Peacock for, I think it was $4.50, and I don't use it. It sits there. If I'm going out to the pub, which obviously we can't do right now because good old coronavirus is around, but when I do go out on the piss with my mates or going out wherever, I'll wear my Peacock if I'm out for the day. I don't wear it because I just don't find it comfortable, but I have it there in case I need it. As far as the bedroom goes, I don't use it in the bedroom. I don't need it. Once again, I just don't care. It doesn't. If my partner wants it, sure, but I really just don't. It doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. But yeah, I'm still glad I have it. I think the biggest thing that shocked me when I started transitioning was the amount of hair that I can grow. So my legs, as you can see, are very hairy. Hairy legs. My arms were really, really hairy, but I kind of got bored last night and I shaved them. So now they're like baby smooth, but they were very hairy and long. So when I actually clipped them off in the bathtub, it looked like I'd shaved my hair. There's that much fucking hair. My facial hair is the biggest thing that grows the fastest. Obviously, I'm nothing but stoked about this. I also look at genetics. Dad and my brother can't grow anything around here. There's nothing. They're very hairless everywhere. Then I spoke to Mum about it the other day, and she told me that my Uncle David was quite a hairy man. So that's most likely where I picked that up from. But yeah, every 3 days I have to clip her. Especially around here, it gets really dark. See, it grows thicker around here. And then, yeah, the rest of it's good. But this grows real thick. So when I shave around here, I have to do a number lower. Or I'll just shave here and let this go. So that's your hormone area. As I don't know, women get it. Hormones around here. Obviously, it's the same for men. But yeah, my facial hair, it's forever being clipped. I could grow a beard back if I wanted to, but right now I don't care. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. As you all know, I did minoxidil. That really helped with the hair growth. And apparently when you do minoxidil, it can affect where hair grows as well. Like, obviously, maybe. That's why my arms got so hairy. My chest has gotten hairy. My back, it's a little bit hairy, but not too hairy. I just get my girlfriend to clipper it for me once a month. My ass is hairy, which I didn't really want, but you can't really control where your hair grows. So yeah, for a trans man, I'm actually quite furry, and I'm very happy about that. So yeah, they're the main topics I really wanted to talk about. It's more for you guys that are just starting your journey, or you just realise that you want to transition and you're feeling like you're never going to look like this, and you're never going to get the hair, you're never going to get the voice, you're never going to get the changes. And I'm telling you, it's all going to happen. It happens. First 3 years is hard. Your emotions are changing. Your body's doing a 360 from female to male hormones. So this is why we do get a little bit funny, and this is something that all partners of FTMs need to know that are transitioning with them. We do get moody, we get lost, we get confused. We don't know how we're feeling half the time. We don't know how to express how we're feeling half the time, because the emotions to us are brand new. So used to being female, and then male emotions come into it, and it's such a different ball game. Male and females don't think the same, they don't feel the same, they don't process the same. I process things differently when I started hormones. It used to drive Belle insane at the time, because she would say to me, you know, you're changing, you're not responding like you used to. And I didn't know at the time that I didn't know what was going on. I didn't realise. I didn't know how to handle things. I didn't know how to talk. I didn't know how to feel. Everything was very confusing. And that was probably about the 3-year mark that it got really bad. And it changed. You do change. Mum says to me, you know, you're still Jay, but you're different, because I process different now, and I'm not as affectionate as I used to be. So be prepared for that in relationships. Let your partners know. It'd be good if they can join an FTM, Partners of FTM group, or they've got someone to talk to help them through it, because it can be really, really hard on your partner. So communication is massive. As far as my relationship is now, I'm with the same lady that I was like a year and a half ago. So we're hitting 2 in August, which is really cool. Obviously, she's 110% fine about who I am. I think she said to me once that she wished she knew me as female. And I was kind of like, yeah. It was a little bit of a funny comment. I understand where she's coming from, but for me, it made me a little bit like wincy at the start. And I was like, But that's quite a while ago. You know, I just explain to her what it was like as a female, and I do my best, and I show her photos, but I suppose people are always going to be curious what we were like before we transitioned day. That's human nature for you, what we look like and how we were as people. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with where I'm sitting. Very happy with my life. I'm happy. I'm lucky to be working in a supermarket, so I'm an essential worker. So I'm happy to be doing that. I'm very fortunate to have a job full time at that where I'm living. It's hard, so I'm got a good relationship. My job is good. My transition has been amazing, and I've hit 5, and I never thought I'd hit 5. Like, I just never thought it would happen, but I did it. So if I can do it, you can do it. Shit, we all can. Just do what makes you happy, yeah? Anyway, I hope everyone is doing really, really well, and I hope everyone is staying really safe in these tough times at the moment. And yeah, just be careful. You know, 1.5 meters, all that shit. So yeah, keep well, keep safe. Any questions, any comments, I'll get back to you. Ciao.